Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brian Mascara, runner in scoring position with two gone. Inciarte on third with two out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Yellow Horse has a beat on it, and that's the third out. One left for Atlanta. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. So stepping in, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Count even now at 1-1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player and you just cannot get to it.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball two. Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Digging in to try it again. Kermit, Yellow Horse. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Yellow Horse.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Yellow Horse stands at 6'4" tall, bats left, throws right. He was selected in the 23rd round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And very little resistance there as he's retired on a half-hearted swing, and there are two away.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Here's Ender Inciarte. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
Ender Inciarte.
A windup and the 0-1. This is in the air out to right field. Yellow Horse is there, one away. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's set, and the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Jarrett Parker will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 30, Jarrett Parker.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Atlanta took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Sean Newcomb pitches well enough to get the W. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, a spring training matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
New York Mets.
Digging in, Kermit Yellow Horse. He will lead this one off today.
For St. Louis, right fielder, number 5.
Here comes the first pitch. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Conforto is there. 1 out. Ready for another chance. Kermit Yellow Horse. He flew out in his last at bat.
Yellow Horse.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And a ball 1-0.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Valencia over at second. Stratton at first. 2 out in the inning. Pitch is popped up. Frazier in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here it comes on 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The 1-2 pitch. Softly hit out to short.
Come on, go hard, go, 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 go.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
Popped up, and Frazier will make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. Cards lead it 2-0. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Yellow Horse is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Kermit, Yellow Horse, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Missed with a slider. A fastball down near the shoe tops. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Up around the face.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Kermit, Yellow Horse. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. From the stretch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1 and 2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
This is pulled into right.
You're here, on the back,
That's in there, base hit. In to score, the runner from third.
All right.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing at stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Boy, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. In terms of the head-to-head with Rafael Montero, batting at an even 400. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. And the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cardinals are out in front, 7-1. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. In there, a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. Conforto leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swung on by Bruce, and he connects with it to right field. Yellow Horse ranging back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run homer for Jay Bruce, as that'll pull him into a tie at 7-7.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilmer Flores. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Yellow Horse looking up, and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they grab an 8-7 lead in this seesaw game. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty B, this is kind of
Dexter Fowler will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 25, Dexter Fowler.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
And it's a 10-9 final at the end of this one. The New York Mets get the win on the Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
St. Louis Cardinals.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's shine the light on Marcell Ozuna. Another one of those dynamic outfielders that you can't put in a box. Can he play center? Yes. Can he play right? Yes. Left? Yes. Go deep?
So striding in, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to hit.
Here now is Asdrúbal Cabrera, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Asdrúbal Cabrera.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in right field as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch. And the result, he lost focus and made another bad pitch.
Now in the box, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike two, says the third base umpire. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cahill ready, the 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Leading off the inning, Kermit, Yellow Horse, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Kermit, Yellow Horse.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball one. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself
Come on, go, 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 go.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Marcell Ozuna will be next. Hit out towards second. Cabrera's there. And there's one away.
Leading off for the Mets, right fielder, Valenzuela.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Yellow Horse moves over. He's got it one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Brandon.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Yellow Horse ranging back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
12-6 the final tally here. The Mets played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Trevor Cahill earns the victory on the mound. Carlos Martinez was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, a spring training matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals. At the plate, Kermit, Yellow Horse, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for St. Louis, right fielder, Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Yellow Horse is retired, and there's one away. Coming to the plate now, Wilmer Defoe.
Second baseman, Wilmer Defoe.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right.
Shoot him.
But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. The next to bat for St. Louis, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Turner is under it. 1 down. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kermit, Yellow Horse. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And he fouls this one off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Full count now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Turner moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Johnny Layton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
That's up.
Pops this one up. Jerko has a play. 1 out. Digging in once again, Vincent O.
Now batting, right fielder, Vincent O.
Skied into very shallow right. And Jerko will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They still lead it 2-1. Howie Kendrick will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Washington Nationals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Steven Strasburg is the winning pitcher of record. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight it's a spring training matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Toronto Blue Jays.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And the guy behind the dish today, Canadian-born Russell Martin. He's been a catcher his entire career, but I'll tell you what, some of the softest hands in the game, this guy could easily play an infield position, and he wouldn't skip a beat.
Right fielder.
Standing in, Kermit Yellowhorse. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and out.
Next to bat for Toronto, Devin Travis.
Second baseman, Devin Travis.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Yellowhorse. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in for his second at bat, Kermit Yellowhorse. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up. Donaldson is there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Kermit Yellowhorse.
Number 5, Kermit Yellowhorse.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike. Molina, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. The 1-1. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Center field number 20.
Ready for another shot now. Tommy Pham. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here's a little.
All right, hold up. Good job.
Scooped up and safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
1-1, here it is. Chopped
right here.
Throw won't be be in time as he reaches it first. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
The batter, number 3.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jed Jerko, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Now this one's hit hard to left by Jerko and deep. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as this lead swells to 7-0.
And it's almost unfair. He inherited this mess from the previous pitcher, but he definitely didn't help the situation. They hoped he could save the day and put out the fire, but instead he threw some gasoline on it.
In now, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He singled his last time up.
Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now that's popped up. Donaldson shading to his right. Makes the play. 1 away. Jarrett Parker will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away.
Jarrett Parker.
Look, it's easy. You don't have to look any further than the 5th inning to see where this game was decided. They put together a big rally and did everything down the stretch to secure this win.
11-3 the final score in this contest. St. Louis put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Luke Weaver takes home the win. Aaron Sanchez permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, continuing action from the Grapefruit League between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
Toronto Blue Jays.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the plate putting the digits down. That's Brian McCann. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. The ability to massage a pitching staff, soft hands, and a nice throwing arm to second base. We already know from the offensive side, he's a multiple-time All-Star with the ability to launch.
Yellow Horse.
First pitch on its way. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike one. Cobb, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a fourth-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
0-1, here it comes. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is
come on, get out, get out, get out.
You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Wong, the runner at third with no outs. This pitch is popped up. There to take it in is Donaldson for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoak. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Skied into straightaway right. Yellow Horse is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Blue Jays held in check. They still trail 1-0. So striding forward now, Kermit, Yellow Horse, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Yellow Horse.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one. 2 out with the man at first. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Cards leave one, but they lead it 1-0. Stepping in for the Jays, Justin Smoak, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 3-2 pitch. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but he'll have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
Ready once again, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yellow Horse.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Grounded to the right. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Hey, attaboy. Nice
Boy, that's
job.
one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Hit hard on the ground to the right.
Pick it up.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a relay to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up in clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
Marcell Ozuna.
This is hit on the ground to first. Is he going to get out of this? He is, as he gets the 3 unassisted putout, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in and looking for more, Justin Smoak. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Moustakas is off at first with 2 away. Hit in the air to right field. Yellow Horse is there, and that retires the side. 1 left for Toronto. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Aledmys Diaz.
This is skied out toward right. Yellow Horse is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Howie Kendrick will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 13, Howie Kendrick.
And the Jays were led on the offensive side of the scorecard by this man, Justin Smoak. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Toronto Blue Jays came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Al Albuquerque pitches well enough to get the W, so that'll put a wrap on things here this evening.